आसा करनोवा महला पंजमा। एक ओंकार सतगुर प्रसाद। चितवो चितव सर्ब सुख पावो, आगे पावो के ना पावो। एक दातार सगल है जाचिक, दूसर के पहचावो। Let us contemplate Vaheguru within our consciousness. This way we can obtain total peace. It doesn't matter if we are pleasing to Him or not, because there is only one giver, one creator. All others are beggars. Who else can we turn to? हो मांगो आन लजाओ, सगल छत्रपति एको ठाकुर। कौन समसर लाओ रहाओ। When I ask from others and beg from others, I feel very ashamed. The one God and Master, He is the Supreme King of all. Who else is equal to Him? Pause. उठो बैसो रह भी ना साको, दर्शन खोज खोजाओ। ब्रह्मादिक सनकादिक सनक सनंदन सनातन सनत कुमार, तिन्ह को महल दुलभाओ। While sitting or standing up, I am not able to live without remembering God. I've searched and searched for the blessed vision of His darshan, and I continue to do that. Even Brahma and the sages Sanak, Sanatan, and Sanat Kumar, they found it difficult to obtain the mention of Vaheguru's presence. अगम अगम आगाध बोध, कीमत परै न पावो। ताकि शरण सत पुरख की, सतगुर पुरख त्यावो। Vaheguru is unapproachable, unfathomable. We cannot understand Him. His wisdom is very deep and profound. We cannot value Him. His value cannot be appraised. I have come to the sanctuary of the true God, the primal being, and now I meditate on the true Guru. भयो कृपाल दयाल प्रभ ठाकुर, काट्यो बंध गरावो। कहु नानक जो साध संग पायो, तो फिर जन्म नावो। God, that Master, has been very kind and compassionate. He has cut the noose of death away from my neck. O Nanak, now I have obtained the Sat Sangat, the company of the holy. I shall not have to be reincarnated again. Asa Mahalla Panjama, अंतर गावो बाहर गावो, गावो जाग सवारी, संग चलन को तो सार दीना, गोविंद नाम के ब्योहारी. Inwardly I sing praises of Supreme Vaheguru, and outwardly I sing His praises. I sing His praises while I am awake and asleep. I am a trader in the name of Vaheguru, the God of the universe. He has given it to me as my supplies to carry with me for this lifetime. Avar bisari bisari, naam daan gurpure diyo, main eho aadhari raha. Now I have forgotten and I have forsaken everything else. The perfect Guru has given me the gift of Naam. This alone has become my sport. Pause. Dukhan gaavo, sukh bhi gaavo, marg panth samari, नाम दृढ़ गुर मन में दिया, मोरी तिसा भुजारी. Now I sing Vaheguru's praises while suffering, and I sing His praises while I am at peace as well. I contemplate Him while I walk along the path. The Guru has implanted the Naam within my mind, and my thirst has been quenched. Din bhi gaavo, raini gaavo, gaavo saas saas ras nari, sat sangat mein bisaas hoye, har जीवत मरत संगारी. I sing His praises during the day and I sing His praises during the night. I sing them each and every breath. In the Sat Sangat, the true congregation, this faith has been established that the God is with us in life and in death. Jan Nanak ko eho daan deo, prab paavo sant renur tari, sravani katha nain daras pekho, mastak gur charnari. O Nanak, bless me with this gift, O God, that I may obtain and enshrine in my heart the dust of the feet of saints. Hear God's sermon with your ears and behold the blessed vision of His darshan with your eyes. Place your forehead upon Guru's feet. Ik Onkar Satgur Prasad, आसा कर दसमा महला पंजमा, जिसनो तू अस्थिर कर माने, ते पाहन दो दाहा, पुत्र कलत्र ग्रह सगल समग्री, सब मिथ्या असनाहा. O mortal, that which you believe is permanent is a guest here for only a few days. Children, wives, homes, and all possessions, attachment, all this is false. रे मन क्या करे है हा हा, दृष्ट देख जैसे हर चौंदौरी एक राम भजन लैलाहा रहा. O my mind, why do you burst out laughing? Why don't you see with your eyes that these things are only like a mirage? So earn the profit of meditation of one God. Pause. जैसे बस्तर दे उठाने दिन दोए चार पुराहा पीत उपरे केतक ताये अंत और को आहा. It is like the clothes that we wear on our body. They wear off in just few days. How long can we run upon a wall? Ultimately, it comes to an end. जैसे अम्ब कुंड कर राख्यो परत सिंध गल जाहा आवग आ गया पार ब्रह्म की उठ जासी मुहत चसाहा. It is like salt that is preserved in the container. When it is put into water, all of it dissolves. When the command of Supreme God comes, the soul arises and departs in an instant. रे मन लेखे चाले हैं लेखे बैसे हैं लेखे लेंदा साहा सदा कीरत कर नानक हर की उबरे सतगुर चरण उठाहा. O my mind, your steps are numbered, your moments spent sitting are numbered, and the breaths you take are also numbered. Let us sing forever the praises of Vaheguru, O Nanak, and we shall be saved under the shelter of the lotus feet of True Guru. Asa Mahalla Panjama अपुष्ट बात ते भई सीधरी दूत दुष्ट सज नई अंतकार में रत्न प्रगास्यो मलीन बुद्ध हछ नई. That which was upside down is now set upright. All the deadly enemies have become friends. In the darkness the jewel shines forth, and the impure understanding has now become pure. जो कृपा गोबिंद भई सुख संपत हर नाम फल पाए सतगुर मिलई रहा. When the God of the universe became merciful, I found peace, wealth, and the fruit of God's name. I've met the true Guru. Pause. मोहि किरपन को कोई न जानत सगल पवन प्रगटई संग बैठनो कही न पावत हुण सगल चरण सेवई. No one knew me, the miserable miser, but now I have become famous all over. Before no one would even sit with me, but now all worship my feet. आढ़ आढ़ को फिरत ढूंढते मन सगल तृष्ण भुज गई एक बोल भी खवतो नाही साध संगत शीत लई. I used to wander in search of pangs, but now all the desires of my mind are satisfied. I could not bear even one criticism, but now in the Sad Sangat, the company of holy, I am cooled एक जीह गुण कवण वखानै, अगम अगम अगमई। दास 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 को करियो, जन नानक हर सरणे। How can this tongue describe the glorious virtues of the inaccessible, unfathomable, and profound God? Please make me the slave of your slaves. O Nanak, I seek Vahiguru's sanctuary. Asa mahla panjama, re mude lahe ko tu, टीला टीला तोटे को बेगताया। सस्त वखर तो किन्हे नाही, पापी बाधा रे नाया। O fool, you are so lazy to earn your profits and so quick to run up losses. It's strange that you're running after losing bargain of enjoying in vicious and sinful actions while taking no interest in fruitful actions like worshipping or remembering Vahiguru, which could be helpful in your future life. You do not purchase the inexpensive merchandise, O sinner, you're tied to your debts. Satgur teri asaya, पतित पावन तेरो नाम पार ब्रह्म, मैं एहा ओटाया रहा। O vicious sinful mind, you should pray on the true Guru that you have sought his support by seeking refuge at his lotus feet. O Vahiguru, I have sought the support of true name that purifies even the worst sinners. Pause. गंधण वैण सुने उर जावहे, नाम लैत अनकाया। निंद चिंद कौ बहुत मायो, भूजी उलटाया। O my mind, it's strange that you get engulfed by vicious thoughts and sinful actions of the world by listening to useless and ugly talk, while you have not shown any interest in accepting the gift of true Nam, the harbinger of peace and joy. It is rather bad on your part to take pleasure in slandering or praising of others, showing a wrong inclination of your understanding. पर तन पर की निंदा, अखाद खाहे हर काया। साच तुरम स्यो रुच नहीं आवे, सत सुनत छुहाया। Others' wealth, the beauties, slandering of others, eating the uneatable. You have totally gone crazy. You have not enshrined love for the true faith of Dharma. Hearing the truth, you are enraged. दीन दयाल कृपाल प्रभु ठाकुर, भगत टेक हर नाया। नानक आहे शरण प्रभ आयो, राख लाज अपनाया। O God, merciful to the meek, O compassionate Master, your name is the support of your disciples. O Nanak, I have sought refuge at the lotus feet of God with great interest and craving. O Vahiguru, protect your disciples, considering us your own slaves. O true Master, O God benefactor, your saints have only your support or that of your true name. So I pray, please protect our honor through your grace by blessing us with true name. Asa Mahalla Panjama Mithya Sang Sang Laptaye Moh Maya Kar Bandhe Jeh Jano So Chit Nave Ambud Bhaye Andhe. They remain engrossed in all unreal and false worldly attachments which one should avoid, and due to this involvement with worldly falsehood, Maya, they spend all life in acquiring worldly possessions only. This mortal, due to his ego and forgetfulness of the final abode in Vaheguru's presence, always follows like a blind person the wrong path leading to one's own destruction. Man bairagi kyo na radhe काच कोठरी माहे तू बसता संग सगल बिखै की ब्याधे रहा. O my mind, why you do not recite Vahiguru's true name with devotion and love for him, from whom you have been separated for long. Instead, you are always engrossed in vices and sinful actions by developing such a mental outlook which is interested only in this human body that is transient and perishable, and you spend all efforts at its development with no useful purpose. Pause. Meri meri karat din rain bihave palkin चीजर झाधे जैसे मीठ है साध लुभाए झूठ तंद दुर्गाधे. Crying out, mine, mine, your days and nights pass away, moment by moment, your life is running out. The sweet flavors of Maya tempt you, and you remain occupied into false and filthy business. काम क्रोध और लोभ मोह ए इंद्री रस लपटा थे दी पवारी पुरख विधाते बहुर बहुर जन माथे. This human being remains engrossed in sensual pleasures of wanton desires, anger, greed, and emotional attachment. The all-powerful architect of destiny has ordained that you shall be reincarnated over and over again. जो भयो कृपाल दीन दुख पंजन तो गुर मिल सब सुख लाधे कहो नानक दिन रैन त्यावो मार काढ़ी सगल उपाधे. When the destroyer of the pains of the poor becomes merciful, then as Gurmukh you shall find absolute peace. O Nanak, it's only through the grace of God, benefactor, that we are united with the Guru, in whose company we find all bliss and comforts of life, and all the sickness is banished. Yun japiyo bhai purakh vidhate भयो कृपाल दीन दुख पंजन जन्म मरण दुख लाथे रहा दूजा. O siblings of destiny, now I meditate on Vahiguru's true name day and night, that has enabled me to cast away from my heart all the painful and ugly, fruitless activities, the destroyer of pains, of poor has become merciful. He has removed the pains of birth and death. Second pause. आसा महला पंचमा निमख काम स्वाद कारण कोट दिनस दुख पावे करी मोहत रंग माणे फिर बहुर बहुर पछतावे. For a moment of wanton desires and pleasures, you shall suffer in pain for millions of days. For an instant, you may savor that pleasure, but afterwards you shall regret it again and again. अंधे चेत हर हर राया तेरा सौ दिन नेड़े आया रहा. O blind man, meditate on that God, that King, merciful God. Your day of death is drawing near. Pause. पलक दृष्ट देख फूलो आक नीम को तुमर जैसा संग बिसियर स्यो है रे तैसो ही ये पर ग्रह. You are deceived, beholding with your eyes the bitter melon and swallow wood, but like the companionship of a poisonous snake, so is the desire for others' property. बैरी कारण पाप करता बस्त रही माना छोड़ चाहे तिन ही स्यो संगे साजन स्यो बैराना. For the sake of your enemy, you commit sins while you neglect the reality of your faith. Your friendship is with those who abandoned you, and you're angry with the ones who are your friends. सगल संसारी है भिद व्याप्यो सो उबर्यो जिस गुर पूरा कहो नानक पव सागर भर्यो भई पुनीत शरीरा. The entire world is entangled in this way. He alone is saved who has the perfect girl. O Nanak, I have crossed over the terrifying world ocean. My body has become pure. Asa mahalla panjama duppade लूक कमानो सोई तुम पेख्यो मूड मुगद मुख रानी आप कमाने कोले बांधे फिर पाछे पछतानी. O Vaheguru, whatever man does, even under cover or in hiding, is all seen by you, but this woman always tries to disown it and does not agree, having committed any mistakes. But once this human being reaps the reward of own actions and is churned through the cycles of births and deaths as a punishment, then only this person regrets and repents. प्रभ मेरे सब विद आगे जानी प्रम के मुँह से तू राखत पर्दा पाछे जी की मानी रहा. My Vaheguru knows ahead of time everything. Deceived by doubt, you may hide your actions, but in the end, you shall have to confess the secrets of your mind. Pause. Jit jit laye tit tit lage, kya ko kare parani, baksh leho par brahm swami, Nanak sad kurbani. Whatever this human being is attached to, he remains joined to that. What can any mere mortal do? O Vaheguru, person gets involved in all such activities in which Vaheguru enables this person to engage in. What could anyone do when nothing is under one's control? O Nanak, may Vaheguru forgive me for my shortcomings and enable me to unite with him. I always offer myself as a sacrifice to Vaheguru. आसा महला पंजमा अपने सेवक की आपे राखे आपे नाम जपावे जय जय काज किरत सेवक की तहाँ तहाँ उठतावे. Vaheguru protects the honor of his servants, his disciples, and engages them in recitation of true Naam and his services. Wherever there is any job or work held up, Vaheguru rushes himself to help his disciples. Whenever the business and affairs of his servants are on hold, he hurries to be in there. सेवको निकटी होए दिखावे जो जो कहे ठाकुर पे सेवक तत्काल होए आवे रहाओ. The God and Master appears in person and enables his disciple to perceive the God physically. O brother, he appears always at hand to his servant. Whatever the servant asks of his God and Master immediately comes to pass. Pause. तिस सेवक कै हों बलिहारी जो अपने प्रभ पावे तिसकी सोई सुनी मन हरिया तिस नानक परसण आवे. I am a sacrifice to such a servant who is pleasing to his God. Hearing of his glory, the mind is rejuvenated. O Nanak, I come to touch his feet. आसा कर 11वां महला पंजमा एक ओंकार सतगुर प्रसाद. नठुआ पेख दिखावे बहुविध जैसा है ओ तैसा रे अनिक जोन प्रमेयो प्रम पीतर सुख है नाही Parvesare. The actor displays himself in many disguises, but he remains just as he is, just as this actor shows his drama in different forms and dresses, but his original appearance remains unchanged. He remains the same person, though shown in different forms. Similarly, this human goes through different forms of life in the cycle of births and deaths, but without achieving anything fruitful or attaining spiritual bliss. The soul wanders through countless incarnations in doubt and does not come to dwell in peace. साजन संत हमारे मीता बिन हर हर अनीता रे साध संग मिल हर गुण गाए एहो जन्म पदार्थ जीता रे रहा. O my saintly friend, all the other activities except God's worship or recitation of true name are useless and without purpose. Such people who have meditated on true name and have sung Vahiguru's praises in the company of holy saints, they have really made a success of this life by spending it fruitfully. Pause. त्रैगुण माया ब्रह्म की कीनी कहो कवन विद तरियै रे कूमन केर गाह गाखरी गुर शब्दी पार उतरियै रे. Vahiguru himself has created Maya of three qualities. Tell me, how can it be crossed over? This whirlpool is unfathomable. Only through the word of Guru's Shabad is one carried across. खोजत खोजत खोज विचार्यो तत नानक हो जाना रे सिमरत नाम निधान निर्मोलक मन माणक पतियाना रे. Searching and searching, endlessly seeking and deliberating, O Nanak, I have realized the true essence of reality, meditating on the invaluable treasure of the Naam, the name of Vahiguru, the jewel of mind is satisfied. Asa mahalla panjama dupte Gur prasad mere man vasya jo maango so paavo re naam rangyo man triptana bahur na kathu tavo re. O brother, now I have inculcated Vahiguru's love in my heart through the Guru's grace and received everything I wished for. Now my mind is fully at peace within me with meditation of true name of Vahiguru, and I do not run after any other gods. Hamra Thakur sab te ucha रैण दिनस तिस गावो रे खिन में थाप थापन हारा तिसते तुझे डरावो रे राव. I sing the praises of Vahiguru day and night, and my master is the greatest power with the highest grandeur. The God creates and destroys this whole universe in a moment, and I would advise you to inculcate the wonder all love of the God with fear at heart for the true master. Pause. जब देखो प्रभु अपना स्वामी तो अब रहे जीत न पावो रे नानक दास प्रभु आप पहराया प्रम पाओ मेट लिखावो रे. When I behold my God, my Master, I do not pay any attention to anything else. O Nanak, once I perceive a glimpse of that wonderful God, I forget about anything else without having any love for other gods or goddesses. Once the Vahiguru bestows on me honors and his devotion through his grace, I get rid of all my fear, complex and misgivings by reciting true name. Now I have enabled all my friends and associates even to have a glimpse of God through meditation of true name. Asa mahalla panjama चार वर्ण चौवा के मर्दन खट दर्शन करत लीरे सुंदर सुघर स्वरूप स्याने पंचों ही मोह छली रे. The five vices, like wanton desires, are so strong that they have controlled all the four categories of human beings: Khatri, Brahman, Shudra, or Vash. With a firm hand, they have controlled them. It has further overpowered and controlled all the six forms, and even the most clever and beautiful people are under the effective control of these five vices. जिन मिल मारे पंच सूर बीर ऐसो कौन बली रे जिन पंच मार बिदार गुदारे सो पुराए है कली रे रहा. That person who has seized and conquered the five powerful fighters, is there anyone strong enough as that person? The Guru-minded people who have overcome all of these five powerful vices in the company of holy saints, they have won the battle of life. Who is there to behave in such a manner in this age of Kali Yuga? The people who have thrown out these five vices from their mind by controlling them fully, they are the only perfect saints. Pause. Vadi kaum vas paage nahi muhkam fauj hatali re kahu nanak तिन जिन निर्दलया साध संगत कै चली रे. They are so awesome and great, they cannot be controlled and they do not run away. Their army is mighty and unyielding. O Nanak, that humble being who is under the protection of Sadh Sangat is able to crush such terrible demons. Asa Mahalla Panjama नीकी जी की हर कथा उत्तम आन सगल रस फीकी रे रहा. The songs and discourses in the praise of the God are the most beautiful and grand, as they help purify the body and mind. All the other worldly pleasure based on sinful actions are unreal and tasteless. Pause. Bagun tun mun jan khat pete avarna kich laiki re. All the learned people, worthy beings, yogis engaged in burning religious fires, munis engaged in controlling the mind, or pandits knowing all the six shastras, they have proclaimed that there is nothing else worth of consideration. The discourses of God are the most beautiful and pure. Nothing is equivalent to it. Bhikhari nirari apari sehjari sadh sang nanak biki re. O Nanak, which is this discourse of Vaheguru, this discourse of God, which is like a knife cutting across the vicious thoughts, that is different from all other discourses, and is the most sacred and the highest description of the God. Such a discourse which tells us clearly about the greatness of God Almighty and imparts knowledge about God's secrets is to be learned from the Guru in the company of holy saints. Asa Mahalla Panjama Hamari Pyari Amrit Tari Gur Nimak Namanate Tari Re Raha. The Guru's word is most dear to me, and the nectar of true name is like a fountain with a continuous flow, and the effect of this nectar of true name through Guru's guidance is everlasting, which does not lessen even for a moment. Pause. दर्शन परसन सरसन हरसन रंग रंगी कर तारी रे. This Guru's word, Gurbani, is so full of the love of God that it is emitting this love all the time, and the company of the holy congregations reciting the Guru's word lends all the joy and bliss to those having an association with such holy saints. The very touch of those people is rather enchanting and exuberating. खिन रम गुर घम हर दम नहीं झुम हर कंठ नानक उर हारी रे. The person who has recited the Guru's word full of knowledge and devotion, even for a moment, or has heard this Gurbani with each breath of life and made it into garland of flowers to be worn around the neck, then gets rid of the fear complex of God of death. O Nanak, the Guru-minded person who has learnt this Gurbani, Guru's word by heart, or have inculcated its love in their hearts, have crossed this ocean of life successfully by singing God's praises with the help of reciting Guru's word with love and devotion. आसा महला पंजमा नीकी साध संगानी रहाओ पहर मूरत पल गावत गावत गोविंद गोविंद वखानी. O Vahikal, the holy congregation of the saints which we have found through Guru's grace is really grand and beautiful. Pause. O Vahikal, O Govind, your disciples and saints sing your praises every moment or every hour, and they give discourses of your greatness or your secrets day in and day out. चालत बैसत सोवत हर जस मन तन चरण खटानी हाउ हाउ रो तू ठाकुर गौरव नानक सरन पछानी. They always sing your praises, O Vahikal, whether they are walking, sitting or sleeping or performing any action, and they only remember you. Their body and mind are completely imbued with your love. O Nanak, I am so poor and humble, O God, while you are so great and grand, and I have sought the support of your saints only, as I am your servant devotee in search of salvation. Raga Sa Mahalla Panjama Kar Barwan Ik Omkar Satgur Prasad त्याग सगल सियान पा पज पार ब्रह्म निरंकार एक साचे नाम बाजो सगल दिसै छार. Let us renounce all our cleverness and remember that Supreme God Almighty by forgetting about our own intelligence and efforts, as all other worldly possessions are as useless as ash except the God's true name, which alone is useful. So Prabhu janiye sad sang Gur prasadi bhujiye ek har ke rang rahao. We should always perceive that God is close by within us. Know that He is always with you. By Guru's grace, one understands and is imbued with the love of one God. Pause. Saran samarath ek keri duja nahi thao महापौ जल लंघिए सदा हर गुण गाओ. Let us seek the shelter of one all-powerful God. There is no other place to rest. The vast and terrifying world ocean is crossed over by singing continually the glorious praises of God. जन्म मरण निवारिये दुख ना जमपुर होए नाम निधान सोई पाए कृपा करे प्रभु सोए. We can overcome reincarnations, the cycle of birth and death, and we do not have to suffer in the city of death. Only that person obtains the treasure of Nam, the name of God, unto whom God shows His mercy. एक टेक धार एको एक खामन जोर नानक जपिए मिल साध संगत हर बिन अवर न होर. The one God is my anchor and support. The one supreme God alone is the power of my mind. O Nanak, by joining the Sat Sangat, the company of holy, meditate on Him. Without that God, Wahi girl, there is no other at all. Asa mahalla panjama जियो मन तन प्राण प्रभ के दिए सब रस भोग दीन बंधप जी दाता शरण राखण जोग. All these worldly possessions, including body, mind and soul, are all benedictions of that God benefactor. The true master, the God benefactor of the human beings, is very dear to the poor, helpless, and is capable of keeping all the disciples under his care and support. मेरे मन त्याए हर हर नाम हलत पलत सहाय संगे एक स्यों लिव लाओ रहाओ. O my mind, remember the true name of God and develop love and devotion for that Vaheguru who will always help you, whether here or hereafter. He is our helper and companion. Let us embrace love and affection for him. Pause. वेद शास्त्र जन त्यावहे तरण को संसार कर्म धर्म अनेक क्रिया सब ऊपर नाम चार. There are some who study Vedas and Shastras and then learn them by heart to enable them cross this life successfully, the highest stage in life over and above and higher than all religious formal practices of virtuous deeds, including almsgiving, is the meditation of God's true name. The path of true name is the real aim of life and is the highest achievement. काम क्रोध कार बिन सै मिलै सतगुर देव नाम दृढ़ कर भगत हर की भली प्रभ की सेव. Wanton desire, anger, egoism all get removed by meeting with the divine true Guru. Let us implant the Naam within. Let us perform devotional worship to the God and serve God. This is the right service. चरण शरण दयाल तेरी तू निमाणे मान जी प्राण धार तेरा नानक का प्रभु ताण. I seek the sanctuary of your feet, O merciful God. You are the owner of the dishonored. You are the support of my soul, my breath of life. O God, you are my strength, O Nanak. Asa Mahalla Panjama Dol Dol Mahadukh Paya Bina Sadhu Sang Khat Lap Gobind Har Ras Par Brahm Ek Rang. The human wavers and falters and suffers great sufferings and pain without the Sat Sangat, the company of this holy, the prophet of the sublime essence of the God of the universe is obtained by the love of one supreme God. Har ko naam japiye neet सास सास त्याए सो प्रभ त्यागवर परीत राव. Let us chant continually the name of the God with each and every breath. Let us meditate on God and renounce all other attachments and love. Pause. करण कारण समरथ सो प्रभ जी दाता आप त्याग सगल सियाणपा हाथ पैर प्रभ जाप. That God alone is the doer, the all-powerful cause of causes. He himself is the giver of life. So let us renounce all our cleverness and meditate on that God 24 hours a day. Meet Sakha Sahai Sangi Uch Agam Apar Charan Kamal Basai Hirday Ji Ko Adhar. That God is our best friend and companion. He is our support and our help. He is most powerful, inaccessible and infinite. Let us enshrine His lotus feet within our heart. He is the support of the soul. Kar kirpa prabh par brahm Gun tera jas gaao Sarb sukh vadi vadiyai Jap jeeve nanak nao. O Supreme God, show your mercy that I may sing your glorious praises. Total peace and the greatest greatness, O Nanak, are obtained by living to chant the name of Vaheguru. Asa Mahalla Panjama Uddam Karo Karao Thakur Pekhat Sadhu Sang Har Har Naam Charavo Rangan Ape Hi Prabh Rang. O God, true Master, you only could bestow the strength and efforts to this human being if it pleases you to get in the company of holy congregation as per your will. Then you have enabled me to inculcate the love of Vaheguru's true name in my heart in the company of holy saints, so I remain immersed in your true name all the time. मन में ही राम नाम जाप कर कृपा वसो मेरे हृदय होए सहाय आप रहाओ. You alone could develop the love of Vaheguru's true name in my heart through your grace, so I would beseech you to help me in meditation of your true name through your grace by inculcating your remembrance in my heart. Pause. सुन सुन नाम तुम्हारा प्रीतम, प्रभ पेखन का छाओ। दया करहो किरम अपने को, इह मनोरथ सुआओ। O beloved God, by listening continually to your name, I yearn to have a glimpse of you. Please be kind on me. I am just like a worm. This is my object and purpose of life. तन तन तेरा तू प्रभ मेरा, हमरे वस किछ नाहि। ज्यों ज्यों राखे त्यों त्यों रहना, तेरा दिया खाहे। O Vaheguru, you are my master, as this human body and wealth all belong to you. Nothing is under my control. We should always follow your will and live this life as directed by you through your dictates. In fact, whatever we see happening around us, including the food we eat or clothes we wear, are your benedictions. जन्म जन्म के किल विख काटे, मजन हर जन तूर। पाए भगत परम पौनासै, हर नानक सदा हजूर। The sins of countless incarnations are washed away by bathing in the dust of God's humble servants. O Nanak, I would love to bathe in the dust of the lotus feet of your saints. O God, I perceive you close by now, as all my fear and misgivings have vanished through your love in worship, and I find you present within. आसा महला पंजमा, अगम गोचर दरस तेरा। सो पाए जिस मस्तक पाग, आप कृपाल कृपा प्रभ तारी। सतगुरु बख्शा हर नाम। O Vaheguru, you are so great, deep and unfathomable. No one can approach your domain and get a glimpse of your vision, but those people who are fortunate and predestined by your will, they always get a glimpse of your grandeur. This has been made possible through the grace of God, so that the Guru has bestowed the boon of true name on us, thus favoring us with his glimpse. Kal Jug Udharya Gurudev, Mal Moot Mood Jai Mugad Hote, Sab Lage Teri Sev Raha. This age of Kal Yug has been blessed with the presence of Guru, Gurudev, who has helped us through his guidance. O Vaheguru, we were rendered impure with the filth of dirt in our body and were foolish in mind and speech. We were also unintelligent and impaired, but now we are engaged in your service through your grace. Pause. Tu aap karta, sab shrishti tarta, sab mere aas samaye. Dharm Raja Bismad Hoa, Sab Pai Peri Aaye. You yourself are the Creator who established the entire world. You are contained in all. The righteous judge of Dharma is wonderstruck at the sight of everyone falling at Vaheguru's feet. Satyuga Treta Dwapara Paniya कल जुग उत्तमो जुगा माहे एह कर करे सो एह कर पाए कोई ना पकड़िए किसे थाए. The golden age of Satyug, the silver age of Treta Yuga, and the brass age of Dwapar Yuga are good, but the best is the dark age, the iron age of Kali Yuga. Everyone feels that the ages of Satyug, Dwapar, Treta were much better, but it is felt by us that Kali Yuga is the best age and the most opportune time, as in this age one gets the reward of one's actions immediately. If anyone commits any mistakes or sinful action, that person is punished forthwith. One reaps the rewards of whatever one sows, and nobody else has to pay for the sins or actions of others. हर जियो सोई करहे जे भगत तेरे जाचहे एहो तेरा बिरद कर जोड़ नानक दान मांगै अपने संता दे हर दरस. O dear God, whatever your devotees ask for, you do. This is your way, this is your very nature. With my palms pressed together, O Nanak, I beg for this gift. O God, please bless your saints with your vision. Rag Asa Mahalla Panjama Kar Terwa Ik ओंकार सतगुर प्रसाद. सतगुर बचन तुम्हारे निर्गुण निस्तारे रहा. O true Guru, how beautiful are your speech and your words, which have enabled even the impious and virtueless people to cross this ocean successfully. Pause. Mahabikhadi dusht apvadi te puneet sangare janam pavante narak padante tinke kul dhare. Even such people engrossed in all types of vices and sinful actions and most heinous type of slandering, they have been purified in the company of holy saints provided by the Guru. O God, you have enabled even those people who were being grilled through the cycle of births and deaths for ages and were undergoing sufferings to cross this ocean of life along with the whole clan successfully. कोई न जाने कोई न माने से प्रगट हर द्वारे कवन उपमा देओ कवन वडाई नानक खिन खिन वारे. Those whom no one knew and those whom no one respected, even they have become famous and respected at the court of Vaheguru. What praise and what greatness should I attribute to you, O Nanak? I am sacrificed to you each and every moment. Asa Mahalla Panjama बावर सोए रहे रहा. There are some self-willed people who are always wasting this life in inaction and lethargy, always being asleep. Pause. मोह कुटुंब बिखेरा समाते मिथ्या गहन गहे मिथुन मनोरथ सुपन आनंद उल्लास मन mukh sat kahe. They are always engrossed in worldly falsehood and worldly attachments, like the attachment to their families, spouse, children, always enjoying worldly pleasures like wanton desires and vicious thoughts. Such self-willed people, they are always engaged in fulfillment of worldly false achievements and living this life of a dream as a reality, wasting this human form in fruitless efforts. Amrit naam padarth sange til marm na lahe kar kirpa rakhe sat sange nanak saran aahe. The wealth of ambrosial Naam, the name of the God, is with them, but they do not find even a tiny bit of its mystery. By your grace, O God, you save those who take to the sanctuary of the Sat Sangat, the true congregation. Asa Mahla Panjama Tippade Uha Prem Piri Raha. I seek the love of my beloved. O brother, the love and devotion to the God is of the highest order and the best form of love. Pause. Kanik Manik Gaj Motiyan Lalan Naah nahi Rajan pagan hukman sadan kich kich na chahi. Gold, jewels, giant pearls and rubies, I have no need of them. Imperial power, fortunes, royal command, and mansions, I have no desire for these. Charanan, saranan, santan, bandhan, sukho, sukh pahi. Nanak tapat hari, mile prem piri. The sanctuary of Vahegura's lotus feet and dedication to the saints, these bring me peace and pleasure. O Nanak, my burning fire has been now put out, obtaining the love of my beloved God. Asa Mahla Panjama Gurai Dikhayo Loena Raha. The Guru has enabled us to have a glimpse of Vaheguru with the eyes of true knowledge. Pause. Ite ute kat 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 tu hi mohe na karan karna taran tarna ek sohena. You are the creator, you are the cause of causes, you are the support of earth, you are the one and only beauteous God, meeting the saints and beholding the blessed vision of their darshan. O Nanak, I am sacrificed to them and I sleep in absolute peace. Asa Mahla Panjama Har Har Naam Mola O Sehaj Suhela Raha. The Guru-minded people, they meditate on the nectar of true name of God and enjoy the bliss of life by attaining the state of equipoise. Pause. Sang sahai chod na jai ਉਹ ਅਖੈ ਅਥੋਲਾ, ਪ੍ਰੀਤਮ ਪਾਈ ਬਾਪ ਮੋਰੋ ਮਾਈ, ਭਗਤਨ ਕਾ ਓਲਾ. Vaheguru always supports us, being our companion, and never leaves his saints or disciples. Vaheguru is beyond our comprehension, and the disciple, they become inseparable from the God. The God who is mainstay of his disciples is also like the dear brother, even mother or father. अलख लखाया गुर ते पाया, नानक एहो हर का छोला. The invisible God is seen through the Guru. O Nanak, we have realized the secret of the God through Guru's guidance and have perceived him pervading everywhere. Though we cannot evaluate his greatness, Vaheguru's true name is the food or dress worn by the saints, which has been bestowed by God on us. Asau mahalla panjama, apni pagat nibahe, Thakur ayo ahe raha. O God, the true Master, I have sought your refuge with great expectations and dedication. I pray, please grant me the boon of your worship and true name. Pause. Naam padarth hoye sakharth, hirday charan basahe. Eh mukta eh jukta, rakho sant sangahe. With the wealth of the Naam, the name of God, life becomes fruitful. Vaheguru, please place your feet within my heart. This is liberation, and this is the best way of life. Please keep me in society of saints. नाम त्यावो सहज समावो, नानक हर गुण गाहे. Meditating on the Naam, I am absorbed in celestial peace. O Nanak, I sing the glorious praises of Vaheguru.